You both walked right over
I think we were talking. I think we were talking over each other there, John. That's one of the reasons I like using the node for nets sometimes. I can see if I have it or not. Good to hear you, man. I got you on the list. W2JLS, KDSLG.
Station break.
Okay. Break station, go.
Hey, Nick, it's N8YMY John. I just wanted to try this radio real quick. We just literally plugged it in and hooked it up, and I want to make sure that I got decent modulation and I'm getting a signal to the repeater tonight.
Real good modulation, John. I can hear you just fine. You're hitting the repeater and holding it. It's a little crunchy around the edges, if you know what I mean. I don't know what that is. What radio do you got?
There, we just kicked it in high gear. I got one of those FT3185s. I actually bought it for work, so I can break the net there in the mornings. I needed more power. Does that help any?
Yeah, it kind of did. You're going to have to use that radio for a while and let me know. That's a new Yaesu I don't have. I usually have them. They look pretty cool. Nice mono band radio for sure. 85 watts is definitely going to help you step on a few people. It's very much like the old 2980, which is 80 watts, and pretty much any time I'm on the repeater, but not on a net, that's what I'm using, and they work fine. Now, unless I'm mistaken, that thing does not have a fan, right? Weighs about 4 pounds. It's about a 4-pound brick of aluminum that works as a heat sink.
Roger on that one. It's a heavy duty, very heavy duty radio. No fan, just a cooling heat sink. And the kind of goes down inside of the heat sink. Now I'm running it on full 85 right now. I'm down here at the home QTH down in the valley before you get to Waynesburg, south of Canton. So now my 991 at 50 watts, I've been having a hard time hitting the repeater. So if I'm hitting the repeater better, then that little bit of extra power is getting me through.
Yeah, you're punching through just fine. Conditions have not been the best for 2 meters. I've definitely noticed that. It gets better at night, I think. So you're getting better with every transmission. Sounds great, man.
Well, I appreciate it. This is the very, very first transmission on the radio. I'll tell you a real quick story here, because I don't want to hold up the repeater, but this is the second radio. I had to go up to DX Engineering today and exchange it. The first radio they gave me, for some reason, somehow, was the non-USA version, and it would not transmit above, I think it was, 146 or something. And it was some wacky separation of frequencies. It just wasn't working right. And this one here, evidently, is working good. Hey, I'm going to be on the side, let you guys do your thing, and I'll check into the net here a little bit later. N8YMY will be on the side.
Well, John, I've already got you checked in there, so no worries about that. You're N8YMY, and you are line number 9. And sorry to hear that. Yeah, the Japanese radios, they have the ones that are made for Europe and Japan, Asia, they have different frequencies, and they don't line up with ours just right. So always got to make sure you got the right version there. Maybe they boxed it up wrong or something. You know, caught them at a break. Who knows, man? Glad it's all worked out for you, though. But, man, that's a heck of a trip back to DX Engineering from way down there. But it's nice having that mecca pretty much local. Love DX Engineering. N8YMY, KDSLG. We'll talk to you later there, John. KD8SLG, we got about 5 more minutes before we start the pre-show. Anybody else up for a quick QSO? I'm listening.
Kilo Charlie 8 Hotel Delta Papa KC8 HDP Jerry and Shreve.
Kilo Alpha 8 Lima Yankee Juliet KA8 LYJ Bob going for the hat trick in Barberton.
All right there, guys, slow down. KC8 HDP, Jerry got you in there. K8 LYJ, Baba. Yeah, you made the trifecta now, buddy. I got you on the list as well. Let's say hi to Jerry. Fine business tonight on the Wayne Club net. Always good to hear you. You run a fine net there, Jerry.
Well, thank you, Nick. Appreciate that. You do too. I just thought I'd throw my call sign in there and get on the list, and I'll stick around for trivia. I'll stick around for the whole show. So I'll send things back to you, Nick. KD8SLG from KC8 HDP.
Good deal there, Jerry. I got you in there for sure. And Bob, KA8LYJ, have you, sounds like you've returned to normal from jet lag.
Yeah, pretty much. Came back with a cough, found out it was double pneumonia, but it was totally worth it. Just totally worth it. Pop some antibiotics, I'll be fine. And yeah, I'll be hanging out for the whole thing tonight. This is KA8LYJ.
I'm still going to call you back when I go up the list through everybody. But you stick around. Good to have you on board there, Bob. And Tim, KI5TAQ, I got you on the list if you're listening. I saw you in the blue screen. No worries. I see that, Greg keyed up there and I didn't hear him. I must have been talking over top of him. KC3SEG, KDSLG. How you doing, Greg, and how's Teddy?
Good evening to you. We're doing great. Just wanted to jump in there. I noticed on the log you still got me for Baltimore, Maryland. I've moved to Panama City Beach last September. I think, I know all my FCC paperwork has all been done 6 months ago. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to jump in there and say good evening to you, and I'll be sticking around for the net. KC3SEG.
Yeah, I know where you are, Ted. I know where you are, Greg. And I think it's still showing up on mine because I use a different profile than the other guys do. And I know you've been showing up correctly on theirs, so I probably have to go through and do some updating there or something, or whoever manages this profile does. I usually use the board and breaker profile. I'll see what I can do about that. But no worries there, man. I know where you are. Good to hear you tonight, Greg. KC3SEG, KD8SLG. All right, we don't have much time before everything's going to get started here, so I'm going to go grab a fresh soda and make room for it, and I'll be back after the big announcement. This is KD8SLG, clear until net.
plane. Please come now.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
Well, that was the information I wanted. So it's going to be Lover's Leap, and somebody said lost the point, and that's 2 different.
There's my girl, and there's a great way to get your repeater dumped right from the start of the net. QST, calling all amateurs to the Beacon Net pre-show. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association right here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, 147 Mark 390, positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night. We have a few laughs, we exchange information, and there's always some kind of trivia or something going on. This is the pre-show. Net starts at the top of the hour. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control tonight is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. So here's the way it works. I'm going to talk to the team tonight, and then I'll tell you who I've already harvested off of the blue screen and who I talked to before the net. Then we'll take a couple rounds of check-ins, and then we're going to see who's going to stick around for the big show and who's just here to get their ticket punched. So before we get started, let's check in with the team, as I like to call it, the Mickey Mouse roll call. KD8PC, this is KD8SLG. Is your radio working tonight, Dustin?
KD8SLG, KD8EPC. Well, I've moved the antenna. I don't know. Hopefully things are working. So we're here. Proxy me in and out. Hi. KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
All right, man, don't move your antenna because you're sounding pretty good. And we're going to do it all again there, Dustin. We'll hand it off to Dustin at the top of the hour. We're going to clear with KD8EPC. Let's see if Nick and Knight's out there tonight. KE8QKO, KD8SLG. KE8QKO, KD8SLG. You there, Nick? Nothing heard. Let's see if Eric's out there tonight. KE8VZA, KD8SLG.
W8WKY.
KD8SLG, KE8VZA here. I'm here, Nick. I'm going to have to get my ticket punched tonight. I was falling asleep during the food group tonight, so I'm just going to go with it and get some rest because I got a full day ahead of me tomorrow. But you guys have a great net. Thanks for checking on me here, and I'm sure we'll hear you in the morning. KE8VZA back to net control.
No worries, Eric. Get a few extra winks for me, if you would, please. I'm still trying to catch up. Have a good night, Eric. We're going to clear with KE8VZA. All right. Josh and Lucy have no responsibilities this month at all, but let's see if they're out there listening. W8HRF KD8SLG. You out there, Josh?
KD8SLG, W8HRF. Good evening, Nick. Good to hear you, sir. Not going to stick around tonight, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Have a fun net. And, yeah, looking forward to seeing folks at the meeting next Thursday, provided the baby's not here yet. We're sitting here trying to find names. We're realizing we gotta do that. Catch you later, Nick. KD8SLG, W8HRF.
Nick is a great name, I hear. I hear Nick is a great name. And Francis works too. I think you guys had a Francis lead going on there. That might not be a bad one. Hope to see you guys too. Glad to hear you, Josh. You kids have a great night. We're going to clear with W8HRF and KE8YUK. All right, that takes care of the team tonight. Let's see. So far, I have KA0KDW Brad, KE8TQR Keith, KC3SCG Greg, W2JLS John, N8YMY John, K5CFY Ray, WD8MIU Wade, KC8HDP Jerry, K8LYJ Bob, KI5TAQ Tim, KO4WIS Chris, AL8T Nate. Good to hear you, man. I'm wondering if you got to your new station yet. We'll find out. And AB8MO Andy. So you folks are all on a list there. Let's take a round or two to check in, see if anybody's left. This is KD8SLG taking early check-ins for the Beacon Net. I'm listening.
Foxtrot 8 Delta Tango Alpha in and out. Jeff in New Franklin. KD8 SLG for prenet. This is Whiskey 3. Oh, hello, Nick.
November Tango 8 Delta NTAD Dave and Copley. I'm going to be in and out, Nick, but I'll be listening as long as I can, just giving you one for the numbers.
Kilo Alpha 8, Yankee, 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 Paul's name, and I'll be in and out.
All right, we picked up KF8DTA. Jeff is in and out. Thanks, Jeff. WV3K, Phil, I got you in there. NTA8D is in and out. One for the numbers. Thanks, Dave. Have a great night. And KA8YYY. Oh, I ask myself that all the time. Oh, why? Got you in and out as well. Thanks for stopping by. All right, who else is out there tonight? This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
Victory Delta 3 Delta Alpha Charlie. VE3 DAC. Call sign, name it, or name here is Matthew.
All right, we picked up Matthew, BE3DAC. Got you in there, Matthew. Good to hear you tonight. And Bobby from Texas, KJ5HLF. I just harvested you. And KC0LRM. Kelly, I got you on the list as well. All right, let's go up to the top here and see who's sticking around for trivia tonight and who's just here to get their tickets punched, if you will. K0KDW, KDSLG. How are you tonight, Brad? And are you sticking around?
Good evening, Producer Nick. Good to always talk with you. And I figure, you know, every good radio show has a producer. That's the one that lines everybody up to talk to the host. Dustin's the host. So good evening, Producer Nick. I'll be sticking around to K0KDW.
Did I produce nothing? I am a consumer. Such a consumer. Got you sticking around, Brad. We're going to clear K0KDW. Next on the list, we got KE8TQR. Listen to this signal, everybody. This is what full quieting sounds like. KE8TQR, KD8SLG. You sticking around tonight, Keith?
KE8SLG, this is KE8TQR, full quieting. Thank you for that, Nick. Yeah, I'll be sticking around tonight, so keep me on the list, and I'll send it back to Free Net Control. KE8TQR.
All right, man, we got you sticking around tonight, Keith. Good to talk to you multiple times today. We're going to clear with KETQR. Let's talk to Greg, not in Maryland. KC3SEG, KDSLG. Greg and Teddy, you sticking around tonight?
Hey, Nick. Yeah, we'll be sticking around tonight. Definitely want to stick around for a little bit, so keep me on the log. And I'll be standing by. KC3SEG. Back over to net.
All right, we got another one sticking around tonight. Good to talk to you, Greg. We're going to clear KC3SEG, and next on the list we got W2JLS, my brother from another mother, checking in from Fairlawn. John, are you sticking around for the big show tonight?
KD8SLG, W2JLS. Yes, sir, buddy. I'll be sticking around. And sorry about that big whomping double that we hammered into earlier. I'll be in there with Mr. Dustin. Thanks for running the pre-net. W2JLS back.
What do they say in NASCAR? Rubbing is racing. Yeah, collisions are going to happen, you know, especially talkative guys like us. But no worries, man. Glad you're sticking around tonight. Great to talk to you. And we'll talk to you later on. Dustin will, anyway. We're going to clear with W2JLS. This is the W8WKY repeater. You're listening to the Beacon Net pre-show on KD8SLG. And next up, we got N8YMY. John, I forgot to tell you, man. So, pro tip here. The 2980 does 80 watts. And if you run it for any length of time at that, you'll be able to grill steaks and mark them on those top fins that are cooling that thing. So if you want to crank it up to 85 for check-ins so you can stomp all over everybody, sounds like a good idea, but I'd dial it back a little bit for regular transmissions. N8YMY, KDSLG. Are you sticking around tonight, John?
KD8SLG, N8YMY in the group, and no, I think we're going to get the ticket punched tonight. The whole time I was talking to you before, I let it at 85, and I felt it just to see, and it was just a little warm. Something else I forgot to tell you. 9 days ago, we passed the general, so we are now a general operator. Because I haven't been checking in because I haven't been able to make the net. I just haven't been able to make the repeater. So hopefully you can hear me now. I'm going to take this to work to the work QTH, and hopefully it works in the morning for the barometer net. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. I got a long day tomorrow. We are hosting the OHSAA High School state semis Friday and Saturday down at Thurman Munson Stadium. So we're going to be pretty busy tomorrow getting stuff ready to go. So with that, I'll be clear with you. I'll say 7-3s. Have a great net. Everybody enjoy yourselves, and I'm clear.
Stellar transmission from way down there. So, good deal, John. I got you clocked in and out. Consider your parking ticket validated. Get out of here. Have a good night, John. We'll talk to you later on. We're going to clear with N8YMY. Let's talk to Ray out in Tulsa. K5CFY, this is KD8SLG. How are you, Ray? Are you sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG in the net, K5CFY. I am hanging around for the net for sure, so we'll give it back to you, K5CFY.
Fine business, Ray. Fine business. Glad to have you on board as always. We're going to clear with K5CFY. Let's go to green. Talk to warm weather Wade. WD8MIU. This is KD8SLG. How are you tonight, Wade? And are you going to stick around for the really big shoe? Uh-oh, where's Wade? WD8MIU, KD2SLG. All right, somebody tried keying up there a couple of times. If that was you, Wade, you're not making it, but I thought you were coming in on Echolink, so I'll watch for you on the dashboard. Dustin give you a call either way. We're going to clear with WD8MIU, kinda. And let's check back in with Jerry. KC8HDP, KD2SLG. Jerry, I know you said you're sticking around, but I'm going to check anyway. Jerry, are you sticking around for the big show tonight?
KD8SLG and the net. This is KC8HDP. Good evening once again, Nick. Thanks for doing the pre-show and trivia this evening. Yes, I am sticking around, and I'll let you get back to the things, so send it back to you. KD8SLG and the net from KC8HDP.
Fine business, Jerry. I got you sticking around. We're going to clear with KC8HDP. Let's go back to Bob, KA8LYJ. Bob, sorry to hear about double pneumonia, man, but you know what? At least you weren't like patient zero bringing back COVID or something. Ida's cupcakes were great while you were away, by the way. K8LYJ, KD2SLG. You sticking around?
KD8SLG, K8LYJ. Yeah, I'm definitely going to stick around. Shall lurk. And, yeah, I remember you when I checked into the club net on Echolink from Glasgow that you grabbed 3 cupcakes on your way out. So I figured they were probably pretty tasty. Good on you, leaving some for me. Not. I know, I see how it is. I know how you are now. Anyway, great to be back. I missed it already, but I missed the XYL, I missed the cats, and looking forward to playing some trivia tonight. This is KA8LYJ, giving it back to you.
They were fuel to get me home, that's for sure. But you know what? Given the choice between going overseas or having cupcakes, I think you won. I think you won, Bob. I got you sticking around. We're going to clear with K8LYJ. Let's go back out to Tulsa. KI5TAQ, KD8SLG. You sticking around tonight, Taco Tim?
Oh, good evening there, Just Nick. Yes, I am sticking around tonight. And, oh my gosh. Could you imagine a whole bunch of people grilling burgers, grilling whatever, out here at the Tulsa Maintenance Base for the American Airlines? And we're going to eat it all tomorrow. This is KI5TAQ.
Filling the hangars with burger smoke. Sounds great, Taco Tim. I got you sticking around. We're going to clear with KI5TAQ. Let's go to Georgia. Talk to Chris. KO4WS. WIS. This is KD8SLG. Chris, are you sticking around for the big show tonight? That was a random key up locally here. We'll try Chris one more time. KO4WIS. This is KD8SLG. Nothing heard. Let's move on to Nate, AL8T. Nate, where are you these days, man? And are you sticking around tonight?
Alpha Lima 8 Tango returning. Currently in Katona, New York. A little stopover. Heading down to Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. During a little PCS season, so we are making our way. Hopefully a few days from now we'll be settling into the new house. and I will be sticking around. Send it back to you, Alpha Lima Tango.
Oh, a layover before you head to nicer climates. I knew you were heading south somewhere, Puerto Rico. That's right, man. Awesome. I got you sticking around tonight. I'm sure Dustin will be happy to talk to you, too. We're going to clear with AL8T Nate. And next on the list, we got Andy. AB8MO. D. This is KD8SLG. How are you, Andy? You sticking around tonight?
Just Nick. This is AB8MO. Yeah, I think so. We're talking, I think, with John about a radio you could fry a steak on. I had one of those with an IC2100H. It was only 55 watts, but holy cow, did that heat sink get hot. It lasted until I got ready to radio, so it dissipated, but it got hot. It was kind of cool talking with Tim on 015 all the way down to Canal Fulton before he fell out of the repeater. So I wonder if he knew he was on 015 or if I don't even know if he realized the repeaters are linked. But that was good hearing him talking with Thomas earlier. All right, I'm going to go and see if I can get a shower there. Brain bleach time. KD8SL. This is AB8MO.
AB8MO, KD8SLG. All right there, Andy. Just get your jammies on before you get back here and talk to Dustin after the top of the hour. It's only 9 minutes away. We're going to clear with AB8MO. This is the W8WKY repeater. You're listening to the BeaconNet pre-show. I'm KD8SLG, and next on the list we've got Phil, WV3K, KD8SLG. What's going on, Phil, and are you sticking around tonight?
Hey, KD8SLG, this is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. I'm sticking around the best I'm going to be able to. I'm tired tonight. I got to take a shower. Anyway, I'm here now. If I answer back the next round, going around, why, you'll know that I'm in the shower. But other than that, I'm doing okay. Yes, I plan on trying to stick around. KD8SLG, prenet control. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Thank you, Nick, and I'll be on the side.
W8WKY.
And a word from our sponsor, WV3K, KD8SLG. I got you sticking around, Phil. Dustin will call you up soon. Next on the list, we're going to Canada, BE3DAC. This is KD8SLG. Matthew, how are you tonight? And are you going to stick around for trivia?
The E3DAC here. Yes, I am going to stick around for the trivia. I didn't quite catch your call there. My radio cut you off. Over.
Call is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG. And I see you're coming in through the M0XFN Extended Freedom Network. That one takes a little longer to click through. How are you getting in? Because there might be a shorter route for you.
Well, that's a good question. I was just experimenting around with radio phone a little bit, and this node was listed on the WinLink system. I'm not even quite sure how I'm getting in, to be honest with you, Kilo 3 Whiskey Golf.
VE3DAC, KDH station time returning. I'm actually using mixed mode right now. Using a Yaesu USB 70 into a Pi Star, and my phone running DroidStar to connect to my Bluetooth headphones, because this radio, for some reason, just sounds absolutely poor right now. Over.
Yeah, you sound okay to me, but I'm not the guy to really be giving you advice because I'm just experimenting with this little app on my phone for the first time. Kilo 3 Whiskey Golf.
Kilo 3 Whiskey Golf. This is a net right now, so I'll put you on the list. I'll check back with you in a second. K3WG. Going to clear with you for now. Let's keep going down the list here, see who's sticking around. KJ5HLF, this is KD8SLG. Bobby, how are you tonight? You sticking around for trivia?
This is KJ5HLF. I believe I will. It's the first time I played around with the Echolink and a big net like this. I'm going to stick in here and learn something. I'll return it back to you. This is KJ5HLF.
Echolink's working well for you, Bobby. You sound great. We're going to clear with KJ5HLF, who is sticking around. Thank you, sir. And let's punch in with Kelly, see what he's doing tonight, and if he's sticking around. KC0LRM, KD8SLG. Hi, Kelly. You sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG. Thanks for getting me in there, Nick. No, I don't think I'm going to tonight. I got to run home, get some stuff done, because I got to get up early in the morning to go to the doctor. And you and Dustin have a good net there, and I'll let you have it. And everybody have a good one, 73.
Hey, Nick, make me short time tonight.
Put mobile by your name there, Wade. I'm pretty sure that was you, WD8MIU. Here we are on the free-for-all pre-show. All right, let's see. Kelly, you have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. I got you punched in and out. And let's move down to Fred, see what's going on. KE8QFT, KD8SLG. How are you, Fred? You sticking around tonight?
Yes, I'll stick around. I'll stick around for the questions, the trivia. Thanks for picking me up. The blue screen, and without further ado, I return it back to your control. KE8QFT.
All right, Uncle Fred, I got you sticking around tonight. We're going to clear with KE8QFT, KI5ZDE. Chris was in and out. I fixed that on the blue screen, Chris. Thank you. Fat fingers. And we got a few more here before I hand it off to Dustin. Let's check in with Mark in the middle. K4OG, the original gangsta. This is KD8SLG. How are you tonight, Mark? Do you get to stay up and play with us tonight?
KD8SLG, K4OG. Hello, everybody on the net. Yes, sir, Nick. You got me on the 500 machine. I'm waiting up to try to catch a ride on the RS-44 satellite. Going to be passing straight overhead about 11:15. I heard it early. Rising, so that was a plus. So I figured I'd stick around. K4OG, back to this.
Well, cool, man. You'll have to let me know how that goes, and we'll try to be finished before 11:15. Oh, I just jinxed that. All right, have fun with it there, Mark. Let me know how it works out. We're going to clear with K4OG, who's sticking around. Let's go to the Arkansas contingent. KI5RFI, KD8SLG. Mac, how you doing? You sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG, this is KI5RFI. Good evening, Nick and Dustin and everybody on the net. Yep, I think I'll be hanging around to see what's going on tonight. I was a little late getting in here. I've been to my grandson's 7-on-7 football practice. It was a beautiful night out there in the stadium. Anyhow, back to you. I'll be in here listening. KI5RFI.
Fine business. Good to have you on board tonight, Mac. It's been a minute. We're going to clear with KI5RFI. Phil's next on the list, K8PJW, K88SLG. How are you, Phil? You going to stick around for trivia tonight? Uh-oh. K8PJW, K88SLG. You out there, Phil?
K8SLG, K8PJW. Good evening, Nick. I just called in real quick to get my ticket punched. I'm not going to last very much longer here, but just want to say hello and everyone have a good evening. K8PJW, back to the net.
All right, Phil, I hope I didn't wake you up there. You rest easy, and we'll talk to you in the morning, I'm sure. We got Phil's ticket punched, K8PJW. Next up, we got Mark, who's been out cutting grass, KC8FQV, K8SLG. Mark, I know you're sticking around, but if I jump over you, yell at me later. KC8FQV, K8SLG. How you doing, Mark? You sticking around?
Yeah, I'll stick around. I wish I was at Phil's house tonight, because that's where I got to go in the morning to the Twinsburg PT Cleveland Clinic there, the big white glass building, KSFQV. I'll stick around.
All right, buddy. Thanks, Mark. You sounded good tonight. We're going to clear with KC8FQV. NU5D, Steve, out in Texas, was in and out. Saw him on the blue screen. Thanks, Steve. We're going to clear with NU5D. And K3WG. Looks like Nathan. You're trying out a new app. What are you trying out tonight, and you want to stick around with the net tonight? K3WG, K8SLG. I hope I didn't scare you away. I may have. Sorry. All right, we got one more here before I hand it off to Dustin. KD8VYT, K8SLG. Russ, are you still awake?
W8WKY.
Unfortunately, I'd like to be not awake, but here I am. KD8VYT.
All right, Russ. Sounds like you need some puppy uppers or something there, buddy. We'll try to keep you awake. I got you sticking around. All right, I'm over my time. I'd like to thank everybody who pre-checked in here on the pre-show with me. But it's time for Dustin to light up the nighttime airwaves. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Light them up, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Nick. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be your net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get you as soon as we can. We're linked with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, various other networks. We asked you to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, now hearing any emergency or priority traffic stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show, I'd like to check into the Beacon Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Echo 8 Bravo Hotel Quebec KE8 BHQ Benjamin Mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Delta Echo at Incoming.
Kilo Charlie 8 Quebec Lima Sierra KC8 QLS Steve in Lodi, Ohio.
Alpha 8, Charlie Tango, AA8CT, Craig in Shreve.
All right, what a nice orderly list of check-ins. We got KBHQ, Ben in the mobile. We have KF8EDE, Patrick. We have KC8QLS, Steve. And we have A8CT, Craig. All right, let's go up here to Nick, KD8SLG, our master of pre-shows and trivia and the blue screen and all things net. KD8SLG, what do you have for us this evening?
Oh, KD8EPC is KD8SLG. Tim thinks the AI5Q is in there as well, so I'm throwing him on the list too there, Dustin. Just a little heads up. All right, so tonight's trivia question. In the context of ham radio, the acronym OSCAR, that's Oscar Sierra Charlie Alpha Romeo, OSCAR, is an abbreviation for which of the following? Alpha, Orbital Satellite Communications and Radio. Bravo, Orbiting Satellite Carrying Amateur Radio. Charlie, Operational Signal Carrier and Repeater. Delta, Only Satellite Cornwaldo Beans Are Receiving. Or Echo, Official Satellite Communications and Relay. I will repeat. In the context of ham radio, the acronym OSCAR is an abbreviation for which of the following? Alpha, Orbital Satellite Communications and Radio. Bravo, Orbiting Satellite Carrying Amateur Radio. Charlie, Operational Signal Carrier and Repeater. Delta, Only Satellite Cornwaldo Beans Are Receiving. Or Echo, Official Satellite Communication and Relay. It's KD8SLG. Back to KD8EPC.
All right, thanks so much there for a great trivia question, Nick. I had to put on my clean my glasses there. I couldn't read the screen for a second, but thanks for doing that. We're going to think about it for a while, and we're going to go to our mobile real quick. KD8BHQ, how you doing there, Ben? And what's your trivia answer?
KD8EPC, KE8BHQ. I'm going to go with Delta, Dustin. That sounds like the best answer to me. Don't have much for traffic, just driving on home. So I'm going to let you get on down through the list, and I'll give it back to you. This is KE8BHQ.
All right there, Ben. Mobile safely, my friend. We got you down for answer Delta, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. Let's see if we can catch warm weather Wade here. WD8MIU. You out there, Wade?
Yeah, Dustin, say hi to you and Nick and everybody else. My son and I are watching the NBA third game of the finals there, and so I didn't want to take up too much time. I'm going to go with A in the trivia, and turn it back over to you, and I won't be around for the rest of the net. So, all right, have a good night. I got your message about 2 weeks, so we can talk a little bit more when we get closer to that time to see how I'm getting there, where we're going. All right, catch you later, WD8MIU. You guys have a great net.
There, Wade. Well, good to hear you out there. Enjoy your game. We got you down for answer A, and for anybody who wants to meet us for dinner Tuesday, we're going to be having dinner Tuesday, so give me a holler. All right there, Wade. We'll say 73. Let's go to the top. Let's see what Brad's got to say. KA0KDW. How you doing there, Brad? Take it away.
Good evening, Dustin. Everyone else on the net. We'll start off, as always, with the answer, and I'm going to go with E. As an extravagant. I don't know what else to add to that, but anyhow. But extravagantly strange. Might be how I'm described. Anyhow. But not a whole lot going on. Just looking forward to field day. I think my club is doing the full 24 this year. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick around for the whole 24. If I have it my way, probably not. I'll probably stick around until the evening and go pick up dinner and come home. Maybe pick up dinner and come home. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But anyhow, I'm looking forward to field day and hope that goes well. We'll be operating under our club call of Kilo 0, Papa Lima Kilo, K0PLK. Your Missouri correspondent, the Missouri repeater for the net, KA0KDW. Back to you, Dustin. Have a good evening.
BAC break. You lost part of the net there. The YSF node I was with just went down. Over.
All right, thanks there, station. Let's go back to Brad, K0KDW. We got you down for answer E there, Brad, and yeah, we're looking forward to field day coming up. I don't know if I'm going to do an all-nighter this year. I think I'm just going to go for a passing visit and wave my hand at everybody there. So we'll say 73, Brad. We'll catch you down the log, and let's go over to Keith now, K8TQR. How you doing there, Keith? Good to hear you again. Actually, stand by there, Keith. Stand by for a second. Let me go to JustNet, KD8SLG, go.
Thanks, Dustin. It's KD8SLG. V3DAC, Matthew. Things connect to us. We don't connect to them. So whatever you're working on, the YSF node, it's got nothing really to do with us. It looked like you're coming in through M0XFN again. So that's who you contact about that. Digitally, sometimes you're going to lose some of the nets if someone quick keys over here and things don't have enough time to pass through all of the gateways or electronics and doodads on the way there. So that will happen from time to time, too. Just wanted to throw that out there. Thanks, Dustin. It's KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, thanks, Nick. Appreciate you there, and sorry, the net logger is a little bit slow tonight, so I didn't see that sooner. So thanks for the explanation. We really appreciate it, and we'll come back to you here in a little bit. Well, let's go back to Keith now, K8TQR. Thanks for waiting, buddy. Take it away.
KD8EPC, this is KE8TQR. Not a problem waiting. When you get problems in there, you get it all fixed. You got Nick there in the background. I know he knows what's going on. Anyway, good evening, Dustin. It's good talking to you again today and waving a hand at Nick back there because I know he's keeping all the good things running. And good evening to everyone else here on the net. Let me get the trivia out of the way first because I usually forget that if I talk too long. I'm going to go with E for Echo. We don't usually get that many letters to choose from, so I'm going to go with E for Echo, and that's my choice. And let's see, what did I do today? Oh, I mowed some lawn. I didn't mow all of it, but I mowed some of it. And then I got the weed whacker out and I killed some weeds. And then it was down here in the shack. I played a little radio. Got on the boredom breaker net this afternoon. I did not get in on Nancy's hour, and I really wanted to, but I got down here about 10 to 3, and I got into a QSO with WA8KOC Fred, and we talked for a little bit, and I just missed her net, but I'll have to do that next Wednesday. Tomorrow looks like another good day here. The wife and I are going to do some shopping after we eat lunch at our favorite place, which is Chick-fil-A, and then we'll be back here to do some more radio tomorrow evening, good Lord willing. That's about all I got. I just want to wish everyone a great Wednesday evening, great rest of the weekend. Hopefully the weekend isn't as wet as it looks like it's going to be. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Dustin. Fine job, and good hearing you again tonight. And your radio does sound fine, at least in my shack it does. This is KE8TQR saying 73, and God bless.
All right there, Keith. We got you down for answer echo, and we'll say 73, and enjoy that Chick-fil-A there tomorrow, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. Let's jump on over here to Florida and talk to Greg, KC3SEG. How are you, Greg, and how's Teddy doing?
Hearing you, Teddy's doing good. He goes to doggy daycare early tomorrow morning, so we're going to try to hang out on the net as long as we can. And thanks for asking about him. And I post pictures of him occasionally on Facebook, which you probably see. We just got back from a camping trip last week. We had a great time just here in Florida. Back over to you, Doug. KC3SEG.
All right there, Greg. Well, great to hear you, and give old Teddy his scratches on the ears there. We really always do enjoy watching the Facebook and seeing pictures. And I've got to tell you, let's see here. I think I missed your trivia answer. Would you come back and give me your answer, please? All right, nothing heard. We'll say 73T, and we're going to move on down to John, W2JLS. How are you, my friend? What's going on?
AD8ECB. I'm just super. Yeah, I've been really busy today. I took a day working from home so I could take care of a couple of appointments, and by the time I got clear of that fraction of the day, I got my hair cut, and Katie out there at Dino's up in the South Park Mall takes care of me. She's a good person, does wonders with next to nothing at all here. And then what else did I do? Oh, I was putting onions in the garden, and then I needed a shower. But I did manage to play some radio earlier with it's like a coffee net. Those guys are fun. And then, I'm catching up with you guys tonight. So, yeah, I'm working on a late dinner here of cabbage, onions, and Kaluski noodles with lots of butter. I think that'll be interesting. And I think Miss Erica has actually come home. I see her rolling in. So, haven't seen her in a hot minute. Anyway, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. I'm going to guess A, Alpha. That sounds familiar, like something I learned in the past, and there were two or three others that sounded, two others that sounded like it could have been it, but I'm going to go with Alpha. W2, JLS, back to you, buddy. Thanks for having me tonight, Dustin. Good evening on your ears.
All right there, John. Well, great to hear you, and I'll tell you, I was working pretty hard today, too. Spent the whole day pressure washing and mowing and messing about in the yard, so there you go. We're going to say 73 to you for now, and I'll have to send you a picture of my plants. And let's see, we're going to go down here to Mr. Ray, K5CFY, over in Oklahoma. How you doing there, Ray? What's your trivia answer this evening, and what do you have for us?
EPC in the net, K5CFY. Well, right off the bat, I'm going to go with Echo, E for Echo. That's my guess for tonight. Thanks for running that there, Mr. Dustin. Good to hear you on the Morning Breaker net today, but thanks for lighting up the airways tonight on the Beacon net. We'll say 73 to everybody. We'll give it back to you there, Dustin. Have a fun net. K5CFY.
All right there, Ray, we got you down for answer E, and for anybody who doesn't know, you can catch Mr. Ray and all the other wonderful net controllers on the Boredom Breaker net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. They go a couple of hours, switch net control at the top of the hour, and a welcome recheck, so check them out when you can. With that, Ray, 73, have a great evening, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net, and next on my list, we're going to go talk to Jerry, KC8HDP. What's going on in Shreve tonight, Jerry?
KD8EPC and the net. This is KC8HDP. Good evening, Dustin, and good evening, Nick, behind the curtain. Well, not a whole lot. They roll the streets up pretty early around here. But the full moon's supposed to be tonight, strawberry moon. It's supposed to be the lowest in the sky that it's been in 19 years, and it's the strawberry moon, and they're saying it could have a orangish or reddish tint to it this evening. So if you get a chance, take a look at the moon this evening. I did laundry today and went grocery shopping and got on a couple of nets, so that's been my day. For the trivia question, I'll go with Bravo. It hasn't been picked yet, and I don't know the answer anyway, so we'll go with Bravo. Don't really have anything else, but thanks for doing the net, Dustin. Good to talk to you, and we'll send things back to you. KD8EPC and the net. This is KC8HDP73.
All right there, Jerry. Well, great to hear you out there. And, against my better judgment, and I think Nick might be messing with me, but Nick wants me to ask you about Swamp Fest.
Okay, well, Swamp Fest is coming up. It's the 19th through the 21st in Shreve. We have a big thing with Sasquatch, and you can get your picture taken with a cutout of Sasquatch and everything, and always have a new T-shirt for the year. And this year they have a new contest. It's the smoothest bald head, and I think I have a good shot at winning that one. So I was thinking about entering that. But yeah, it's a good time. They were going to have fireworks Saturday night, and there's going to be bands every night, and food trucks and everything. So bounce houses for the kids. So we have it every June. Anyway, that's the scoop on that. We'll send things back to you, Dustin. KD8EPC and the net from KC8HDP73.
All right there, Jerry. Well, man, I might have to go down to that Swamp Fest. There's a few festivals I might have to hit this week. Man, I'm going to have to get a list. I'm going to be a busy person. All right, Jerry, we got you on for answer B. We'll say 73, and thanks again for telling us about Swamp Fest. All right, let's go down here to Bob, K8LYJ. What's going on, Bob? How you doing?
Hey, good evening, Dustin. Good evening, Nat. Festivals are heating up. Magic City here has its Art and Music Festival downtown this Saturday. As far as trivia, I'm thinking Bravo on this one. Like the other guy said, it just sounds familiar. Sounds like something I learned back in the tech and general testing days. But that was a long time ago. We'll give it back to you. This is KA8LYJ.
All right there, Bob, KA8LYJ. Well, great to hear you out there. We got you down for answer B. We'll say 73, and have a great night. That's going to bring me on over here to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. What do you know, Tim? Take it away.
Well, this is KI5TAQ. My answer for a trivia question tonight going to be Bravo. And, yeah, like Nick said, we're going to get the hangars smelling with burgers and who knows what all tomorrow. So who knows how many people is going to be out there, but then after that, I can make a bet that most of them, if not all of them, is going to be saying, "Okay, I'm done," and be worthless because after eating all that food. But with that said, well, not much more to add except for one thing. Poor Alan's in the belly of the beast again. So I think he's going to be like Jonah, still in the belly of the beast until he comes out. With that said, I'll send it back to Net Control. This is KI5TAQ.
Hey, Tim, would you mind giving me your answer again? You kind of blipped out right as you said your answer.
Well, my answer is going to be Bravo tonight. B as in Bravo. And that's what it's going to be. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. We got your answer down. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log. All right, we're going to go down here to Nate now, AL8T. I think I heard him say he's in New York or something. How you doing there, Nate? What's going on, and what's your answer?
And Alpha Lima Tango returning. How's it going? Thanks for picking me up. I am in New York. We are traveling from Kodiak to Puerto Rico. I got orders to Puerto Rico, so we are doing the big island-to-island move. I did a little bit of math. It's about a quarter of the way around the planet. So I've been dealing with that since about February, which is why I haven't really gotten to do much hobbying, whether it's radio or something else. But we're getting close. We got a couple more days, and we'll probably be in Puerto Rico by the weekend, and get to settle in and get checked in at work, and start all the regular settling in things. So that'll probably take some time, but it'll be nice to be done with the majority of the move here in the next couple of days. So that'll be a big weight off the shoulders. But yeah, that's what's been going on, and hopefully this last little bit of the move goes well, and we'll be settling in for the new job in Puerto Rico for the next few years. So that'll be cool. In terms of the question for tonight, I'm probably going to go with Delta. I think Delta was the Cornwaldo beans, and I just can't resist that, as you guys know. So I'll go with Delta for that, and I'll send it back to you. Thanks for picking me up. Hopefully, Tango, back to net.
So I gotta know, Nate, how does that work moving across country? Do you load everything into a U-Haul truck or into a container or something, or is everything on like a Coast Guard ship? And is that how it goes across country, or like a C-130, or how's that work?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's a standard DPS move, so it's a DO. So the same system that Navy, Marine Corps, everyone else uses, standard like household goods. So I actually, because of the distance and because we're going from an island to an island, I've got a number of different shipments that I'm tracking. So I've got my regular household goods, which is, movers came, took my stuff, packed into 11 different crates, and that gets loaded essentially into a container, and that rides a boat down to the lower 48, gets shipped across the country onto another container and onto another boat and head into Puerto Rico. So I got that. I got unaccompanied baggage, which is essentially like some of my valuables and some other things I need really quick. That actually gets packaged up, put in a number of smaller crates, and gets air freighted to my house. That's a quicker shipment. I got non-temporary storage, which is everything I won't need in my new unit. That gets crated up and that stays in Kodiak. I've got non-temporary storage from my previous unit because I had an Oconus assignment. So I've got another shipment in Clearwater where my previous unit was. I have 2 non-temporary storage shipments that'll hang out until I go back to lower 48 at some point. And then I have to ship 1 car, and I sold my other car. So that's the short answer.
Boy, that's an awful lot of shipments. So What happens if you lose track and just leave one somewhere? Do they notify you eventually, or what?
I've played this game before with movers. So the way this happens is that there's like something called a move coordinator. So the DoD says, hey, X person's got to move from, in my case, Kodiak, Alaska, to Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, and it goes out for bid. And a company gets together and like, I'll take that. And the coordinator essentially coordinates the different agencies in different locations, and they manage this mess of moving my stuff across. They pay these different people, and at the end, they get paid. And as you can imagine, it's tens of thousands of dollars that are up for grabs. So it's in their general interest not to lose my stuff because, as everyone knows, their stuff's important, and most of it, especially when you think of everything in your house together, is relatively expensive. So they don't really want to pay that. They'd lose money. So it's in their interest to keep track of my stuff. I also have air tags and everything, so I can track my stuff as it moves across the country. And I didn't mention, because I'm going from an island to an island, I can't drive across the country. I'm moving my whole family, so we have 11 check bags and 8 carry-ons that we have to be keeping track of as we go in and out of different airports heading to Puerto Rico. So yeah, between air tags and the move coordinators, keeping track of my stuff, it's not too bad, but there are stories of people and the container ship capsizes, or a container falls over or catches fire or something, and they lose all their stuff, and that's just, I guess, that's just the nature of it. So hopefully that doesn't happen, fingers crossed, but yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Send it back to you. Alpha Lima Tango for IDET.
Thank you there, Nate. Yeah, that's pretty neat stuff there. Sounds like a whole process of people that all have to work together to make things happen, and island to island. That's quite the journey. So we wish you the best of luck on the rest of your trip. We appreciate you taking time out of your evening to spend time with us on the Beacon Net, and it's always great to talk to you. So, Nate, 73 for now. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's go to the land of snow and maple syrup now and talk to Andy, AB8MO. Take it away.
W8WKY.
KD8PC in the Beacon Net, AB8MO. Yes, about to head off to bed here. Good to hear Nate in there. Long time no talk to. That's quite a move from Alaska to Puerto Rico. Not sure if he's gonna. I wouldn't, but he might get a Kilo Papa 4 call. But he's got such a cool call sign already. And the nice thing about it, it's original issue. So. AL8T, that certainly would be a keeper call for me. You can't get a 2x1 call and not have vanity anywhere, I think, in the U.S. except Alaska, apparently. So, anyhow, I will say B for Beacon, because Bravo's already taken. So there. Got my calendar marked for Tuesday. That's, if I had to pick, neither day is really good for me, but Tuesday's the better day. So I was just looking where the nearest Golden Corral was. Yeah, I don't blame you, Nate. I'd keep it too. But there isn't any that's really close. The closest one to me is about 45 minutes away, and the one on Arlington Road, which is the one you mentioned there, is an hour drive. So what's an extra 15 minutes? So I'll plan to see you and the gang over there, and anybody else who wants to join us for sure. KD8EPC in the Beacon Net. This is AB8MO. Everybody have a good night.
All right there, Andy. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you there Tuesday, and I'll tell you, if it makes you feel better, it's an hour for me to the restaurant, but I have to drive further because we're picking up Wade there, so there you go. We'll say 73 to you, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log. We had Josh, Lucy, and Jeff, W8HRF, K8YUK, and KF8DTA. We're all in and out. That brings me over here to Phil, WV3K. Take it away.
KD8EPC, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Wow, I almost fell asleep. It gets a little late here. I'm about ready to
to call it an evening. So anyway, I would like to ask if Nick would please read the answers. It seems to me that for me, all the answers seem to run together, and I'd like to have him at least go over the answers for me. I got the question down. I just don't have the answers together because it just seemed like they all were so close together that I couldn't make a choice to save my own life. Anyway, if that would be possible, would you please have Nick do that? Thank you, Dustin. WV3K back to net control.
All right, it's about time for a reread anyway, so let's make Nick earn all those zeros on his paycheck. KD8SLG, would you mind rereading us the trivia question and answers, please?
KD8EPC, KD8SLG, no worries, man, here it is. In the context of ham radio, the acronym OSCAR is an abbreviation for which of the following? Alpha, Orbital Satellite Communications and Radio. Bravo, Orbiting Satellite Carrying Amateur Radio. Charlie, Operational Signal Carrier and Repeater. Delta, only satellite Cornwaldo beams are receiving. And Echo, Official Satellite Communication and Relay. Once again, those are Alpha, Orbital Satellite Communications and Radio. Bravo, Orbiting Satellite Carrying Amateur Radio. Charlie, Operational Signal Carrier and Repeater. Delta, only satellite Cornwaldo beams are receiving. Or Echo, Official Satellite Communication and Relay. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, thanks so much there, Nick. Let's go back to Phil, WV3K. Take it away.
KD8EPC and KD8SLG, thanks a lot, Nick. I'm going to go with Bravo. Anyway, as far as today is concerned, yeah, I was pretty tired, but I've been enjoying batching it a little bit here while the YL is down visiting with a colleague friend from Mount Vernon, and it's our 9th anniversary today, so I'm looking forward to seeing her come home and taking her out to dinner and stuff, and just enjoying having company with her. So. And I'm looking very forward to seeing Wade, and golly, the guys coming together for the dinner after the early evening dinner. That's going to be a blast for me because I don't get out much. Anybody else around here in the neighborhood will say the same because they wonder who's that old guy there that looks like he hasn't fixed himself up to present himself to public viewing. Oh my. So anyway, I'm going to take a shower, get myself ready for bed, and get the kiddies ready for the evening because they're going to want to have food before I go to bed. And you guys enjoy the rest of the net. Doing a nice job, Dustin and Nick. Thank you so much for all the effort you put behind keeping things operating and keeping us all connected. It's great hearing everyone. 73 all. And God bless to each of you. And may the good Lord love upon you always. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, back to KD8PC Net Control. Thanks a lot, Dustin. We'll see you on Tuesday.
All right there, Phil. Looking forward to seeing you Tuesday. We got you down for answer B there. All right, let's go to Matthew now, VE3DAC. This is KD8EPC. How you doing? Take it away. Yeah.
Here, I'm sorry if I'm a bit choppy at the moment. But the network issue here over.
All right. I didn't hear much of what you said. Your audio was very, very low there. So we'll try again here in a minute, but we're going to say 73 to you for now. And that's going to bring me down here to Bobby, KJ5HLF. How you doing there, Bobby?
This is KJ5HLF. Just want to thank you for having me on the net. Answer to the trivia question, I'm going to have to go with B. To be honest with you, I didn't have a clue what the answer was, but I'm going to go with the majority there and pick B. My first time to be with y'all, just learning, listening, and I appreciate you letting me be in here. 73 to everybody, I'm going to turn it back to you. This is KJ5HLF.
All right there, Bobby. We got you down for B, and thanks for joining us here on the Beacon Net tonight. We really appreciate you being here. We'll say 73 to you, and we're going to go on over here to Uncle Fred on the north end of town. K8QFT, what do you know, Uncle Fred? What's going on the north end?
Well, not a heck of a lot. Not much more than what's going on in the south end right now. In any event, I'm going to say the answer to trivia is B, because I've been looking over people's shoulders here, and I don't have any idea myself. What else? Yep, looking forward to the little get-together Tuesday, and other than that, the Guardians pounded the Reds today, 11-2. Yep, they just shellacked them. Other than that, not much going on. K8QFT, back to net control.
All right there, Uncle Fred, we got you down for B. We'll say 73 to you and catch you on down the log. Let's go talk to Mark now, K4OG. How you doing there, Mark? Middle Mark, how you doing? What's going on?
KD8APC, K4OG. Good evening, Dustin and everyone. Well, I'm just chasing satellites, Dustin. You probably hear the static in the background. I should know this one. I think I know this one. So we're going to go with Bravo. Man, that thing just won't be quiet. Sorry, guys. Bravo's the answer. K4OG. Well, that's my guess.
All right there, Mark. Well, have fun there chasing those satellites and don't run too fast. Hi. We got you on for answer B. We'll say 73, and we're going to jump on over to Arkansas now and talk to Mac, KI5RFI, our official representative of Arkansas. How you doing? Oh, I give him that nice introduction, and he doesn't even show up. KI5RFI, Mac, you still there? All right, nothing heard. Let's go to Northern Mark, KC8FQV. Take it away.
All right, Dustin, KSFQV. Well, we're going to say B. I'm going to try Bravo. Yeah, tomorrow even earlier. I have to go over to Twinsburg to PT. I don't know what they're going to do with this PT. It's something with the leg or with the back because it's the leg. I don't know. I know it tingles. So I don't know what they're going to do. Well, we'll find out tomorrow. Went today to the eye doctor. It's surprising that the drugs, when you take them, if you miss a day, it makes an effect, I guess. Because I forgot to do one last night with the eye drop, and it was they notice it. I didn't think, that you missed one. Well, I don't know. I have to go do that still, too, put the eye drops in. Yep, and sometime after 8, anytime, I think it was one thing I was going to ask her, but normally an evening thing for the pressure. But, say B, like I say, it was a good day. So let's send it back to net, KSFQV.
Here, Mark, we'll say 73 and catch you on down the log. And let's go back up here to Mac now, KI5 RFI. See if you can get the right button this time, my friend. Take it away.
Hello, Nick. This is KI5. I'm sorry. Hello, Dustin. This is KI5 RFI. I think I finally hit the right button here. I got too many things open on my screen. I had part of it hidden there. Hit the button I thought I was supposed to, and it was the wrong one. Here in Springdale, we had, back in February, we had 2 local schools, and our radio club took part in communication with the International Space Station astronauts, and it was a big deal here. We had it all on tape and broadcast it all over the place. It was a lot of fun. My answer to the trivia question, since we kind of took part in that kind of stuff, I think I've got a sneak preview there, but I believe it is B. I think it probably ought to be E, but I think it is B. This is KI5 RFI. Back to net control.
All right there, Mac. Well, it's always cool to see and hear those contacts getting made, and it's good to hear you out there tonight, my friend. We got you on for answer B. We'll say 73, and that's going to bring me to Russ if he's still awake. KDVYT, take it. All right, I saw him log off the net logger. He may have passed out. We'll try one more time. KDVYT, Russ, he's still awake. All right, nothing heard. Let's go to Patrick, KF8EDE. How you doing?
This is KF8EDE. Doing well. Just listening here. Actually doing so-so. Going on, but yeah, I'd like to say thanks to Nate and all the people. I mean, that was a prime example of the sacrifice that people are making for our service, so I'm very grateful, number one. And on a different subject, as some of you may know, I'm a new hammer, going on my 2nd month here, and the field days, I'm taking it that that's just HF band radio, because the last field day, I put my radio on all day, I didn't hear anything. Right now I'm just dealing with a handheld radio. I do have a Yasu 890 that I purchased that is like new, beautiful shape, and I just have no clue about antenna hookups and everything, and I'm still trying to work into all that. But I'm enjoying the hobby. I like listening and like being a part of it. So thank you so much for doing the net, Nick, always. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. 73. This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Delta Echo.
All right there, Patrick. Well, good to hear you out there. And I'll tell you what, if you want to learn more about antennas and stuff, I'm sure there'd be some people at the Sarah Club meeting that would be happy to give you some advice and point you in the right direction as far as HF goes. And the great thing about field day is you can go to lots of different places and see what they've got for antennas, too, and see what works the best. So We'll say 73, Patrick, and we'll catch you down the log. That's going to bring me over here to Steve, my neighbor to the west, it looks like. Let's see, QC8QLS, Steve, take it away. Let's try one more time there. Steve, QC8QLS, are you still there? All right, we may have missed him. Let's go to Craig, AA8CT, take it away.
KD8 EPC, good evening, Dustin, AA8CT. I think I'm going to guess with where most of the people that I've been listening to have gone. We'll try Bravo. So the answer is Bravo, and had a good crowd tonight. That's excellent. I actually made the trifecta. Barometer, boredom, and beacon. How about that? Back to you, and thank you so much for being an NCO. Tried to get in with Nick, but he was just so busy, and he ran out of time. So with that, Nick and Dustin, both of you have a great rest of the evening. Probably hear Nick in the morning. So AA8CT, back to Net Control, KD8 EPC, and thank you.
All right there, Craig. We got you on for B, and thank you for checking in with us. We couldn't do this wonderful net without all the wonderful check-ins, so we appreciate you being here. We'll say 73 and got all three. That's awesome. Let's go over to Jairus now, AI5Q. What's going on in Tulsa?
W8WKY.
Well, good evening, Dustin, and Nick on the keyboard. Let's see. Tulsa, it was raining gently earlier, about 8 o'clock when I got done at church. The kids all stayed home. They didn't go to youth group or anything like that with me because Teddy was sick yesterday and puked 4 times. And the last time was about 8:30 last night, so it hadn't been 24 hours, so we didn't feel like we should subject other people to potential sickness. I did not bring the work truck home today. I just drove my truck, so I'll take it sometime next week. Hopefully it still starts and doesn't drain the battery down. I am updating my Garmin for my truck ahead of our big trip next week to middle of Missouri for a scout camp, Lake of the Ozarks scout camp. And my answer for the trivia is going to be B for beer, because that's what I'm drinking. So, anyway, that's kind of the quick and dirty. AI5Q, back to Net Control.
All right there, Jairus. Well, great to hear you out there, and you enjoy a beer or 3 for me, and I tell you what, hopefully the truck will start next time you need it there. We're going to say 73, and let's go over to Philip now, KE8YUQ. Take it away.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Quebec. Good evening, Dustin and Nick on the keyboard there. And it's been a while since I've been on this net. Beautiful night. My wife showed me a picture, live cam of the volcano in Hawaii and all the smoke and flames and everything. And I'm wondering if that's going to affect our weather along with the forest fires. So that'll be interesting to see what comes of that. And let's see, I'm going to go with Bravo for a flying garbage can up in the sky. So with that, Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Quebec, back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Philip. Great to have you. And let me just confirm, you said you had B for your answer?
That is correct, Bravo. So, Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Quebec. Everyone have a good evening.
All right there, Philip, 73T, and have yourself a great evening. All right, that brings me to the bottom of the list of stands. We did pick up Miss Sandy and Nick there in Cibolo, but let's take some more check-ins. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now.
Hello, Beacon Net. This is KJ5ATA Alpha Tango Alpha. KJ5 Alpha Tango Alpha guy from Georgetown, Texas. Checking in the Beacon Net.
Net Control. Net Control, please check in Kilo Echo 4, Oscar Golf Golf, that's KE40GG. Checking in from Westminster, South Carolina.
Echo 3, Delta Alpha Charlie, recheck.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor. Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor, Kevin in Valley Springs, California.
K8MMY if I have footprints on my back.
All right, what a nice orderly list. We picked up KJ5ATA Guy. We have KE40GG. We have K6KJV. And we have K8MMY. And we have a recheck from Matthew, VE3DAC. I almost forgot about you. I do apologize. Let's go back to the recheck first. Matthew, VE3DAC, take it away.
Hi, Dave. My answer earlier was Echo for the trivia. Other than that, I'm going to relinquish the net back to you, the net control there, to continue on with things. Over.
All right, we got you out for Echo, Matthew. Thanks again for stopping back in. We really appreciate it. We'll say 73. And that's going to take me out to Cibolo. KG5SYC, Miss Sandy, how are you?
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Dustin and Nick. And hey, Nick, thanks for logging us in. Wasn't sure we were going to be able to make it in through all the traffic and that. Sounds like you guys have a really good net and everything. We've been kind of putting around the house. Haven't had the boys today, so we got a little bit of stuff done around here. So, and I don't know what the trivia is, but we'll give it a stab as double C for Cibolo. Cibolo, Texas, KG5SYC, back to net control.
All right, Miss Sandy, we've got you on for answer C, and we're glad to have you checked in with us. We'll say 73 to you. That's going to bring me over to Nickelodeon, KF5ADE. Take it away.
Good evening, Dustin, and the entire network out there. It's good to hear. It's a busy night. Wow. And, yeah, I went ahead and got on the 2-meter local repeater and talked to a new, well, I guess it's not that new because it showed that I've talked to him before. And anyway, it doesn't matter. Talked to another guy that hadn't talked to, but had a good QSO for almost an hour and a half or better. So did some ride chewing on the 2-meter side, which is always fun. But other than that, yeah, like Sandy says, we've been kind of busy. In fact, I've been trying to get the lawnmower in the back. And praise the Lord, we are getting rain. We had rain last night, and it looks like we're going to get another, if you take a look at your radar, we're going to get another squall line down across San Antonio and the metro vicinity. So that is a praise unto itself. So we've got lots of rain. I've got acorn squash coming up the backyard, really looking good this year. They're all volunteers. So that's good. Got a tomato plant, a pepper plant running in the backyard too. So that's what we've got going on. You guys have a fine evening. Let's see, trivia. Let's just go for a rollover of always. Doesn't work that way. Always right. That doesn't work. At any rate, let's go with double A. Well, Sandy will with the C's. I'll go with the A's. AA. How's that? Does that work for you, Dustin? Have a good evening. Take care. 7-3 KF5 80. Claire, back to net control.
All right there, Nickelodeon. Great to hear you there. And I think Nick wants to do a reread on a trivia question, maybe. So let me go to KD8 SLG. Just Nick, why don't you go ahead and reread them for us there, Nick?
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. I'll try to find that window. All right, here we go. In the context of ham radio, the acronym Oscar, Oscar Sierra, Charlie Alpha Romeo, is an abbreviation for which of the following? In the context of ham radio, the acronym Oscar is an abbreviation for which of the following? Alpha, orbital satellite communications and radio. Bravo, orbiting satellite carrying amateur radio. Charlie, operational signal carrier and repeater. Delta, only satellite Cornwaldo beams are receiving. Or Echo, official satellite communication and relay. It's KD8SLG, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, thanks so much there, Nick. Really appreciate you rereading that for me. Let's go down the line here to Guy, KJ5ATA. How you doing there, Guy? What's going on, and what's your trivia answer?
Yeah, network control. This is KJ5ATA, Guy from Georgetown, Texas. Beaconette, my answer for that, I'm going to have to say Echo. I mean, that sounds really, really official, all like that. I don't know why, but when you see the word relay on there, it sounds pretty impressive. But I really couldn't tell you for sure. Anyways, I just got done watching this movie called Rust. I don't know if anybody ever seen this movie, Rust. It had Alex Baldwin. It's the one where he shot somebody, and a lady on a set, and she died. Actually, the movie, the Western, I thought it was pretty good Western. So if you ever get a chance to see it, it might be entertaining for you. Anyways, that's just a little bit of thing that I got right there, and I think it's Echo. So, this is Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Tango Alpha. I'm going to throw it back to the network. Dustin, doing a good job here tonight once again at the Beaconette. So, anyways, you bet. Just be standing by, listening in. All right, bye-bye.
All right there, Guy. Well, great to hear you out there. We got you down for answer Echo. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log. Well, let's go over here to KE4OGG. Looks like Raymond. How you doing there? Take it away.
This is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee, and I've dropped my name as I was checking in because I was making one of those turns where your headlights are pointing up into the top of trees, and you have to turn to the right and pray on faith that your brood is still there. While dodging deer and coyotes. Not a little rescue call. Heading back into the house for the night. Hopefully it'll be a quiet night on this end. And just enjoying listening to the net. I'm impressed that the internet signal that I use, a little hotspot in my truck, actually got stayed in the repeater this whole system the whole time. Because normally I can't even get any radio or phone signals from that area I was in. So it's just been a learning experience a while ago. Use little hotspots in the truck. But just enjoying listening, like I said. And I'm going to go with Alpha on the trivia. And I'll turn it back to Nick, KE4OGG. My first time checking in, by the way.
All right there, Ray. Well, we're glad to have you with us. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Beacon Net here. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a couple of trivia questions on Sunday night, usually Wednesday, but this month it's just me and Nick, so we've only got one on Wednesday, but we appreciate you stopping by, and we would love to have you come back and join us again. You can find us on Allstar Node 48496, Echolink W8WKY-R, and various other connections all throughout the country and the world. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Thanks again for joining us, and come back and visit when you can. We got you down for answer Alpha. That's going to bring me on over here to RevKev, K6KJV. What's the word?
The word is Jesus. That's right. Thank you very much for the handoff there, Mr. Dustin. I appreciate it, and I always got to say hi to Nick. What's up? And, well, I'm just going to keep it short here with the trivia answers, questions, whatever you want to say it. Just remember that there's always Cornwall Bean satellites watching you at all times. So D, just D as in Delta, no double D's. Guess there's not going to be double D's for a while, so that's okay. I can settle for one D. So D is in Delta, and I do want to say, on a serious note, everyone be careful this weekend because California's peaceful riots are coming to a location near everyone. So with that, I'll say God bless 73 to each and every one of all y'all, your families and friends, and turn the mic back to net control from K6KJV. The mic is all yours, sir, Dustin.
All right there, Kevin. We got you down for answer D, and it's great to hear you as always. And yeah, those protests can come here all they want. We are prepared to keep the peace. So there you go. Anyway, we'll say 73 to you for now, Kevin. And if you need to bail from California, I've got an extra bedroom. Hi. We'll say 73 and catch you on down to log. And that's going to bring me on over here to Chris, K8MMY. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, and good to get a chance to say hey to everybody. Enjoyed a nice bike ride tonight. These are going to be the longest days of the year, so enjoying getting them, putting them to good use. So I am going to go for the trivia answer. I'm going to go with my friend there, Charlie. So Charlie it is. We'll see how that comes out. K8MMY. Awful good listening to everybody. 73.
All right there, Chris. We got you down for Charlie. We're going to make one more call for check-ins before we go talk to Nick and get our trivia answers. So any station's way to check into the Beacon Net, this is KD8EPC. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. My answer is Delta. Nick, take it away. Give us your comments and then give us the trivia answer.
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Dustin and all of the Beacon netizens. My voice seems to be failing. So, starting, the word is Maranatha. Maranatha for Rev Kev. The battle for Los Angeles rages on. 17 sleeps until field day. There's that. Yeah, club meeting next week. always exciting times. Josh was slated to do the presentation on field day, but Josh is having a baby. Well, Lucy's having a baby, but Josh, had something to do with it. So anyway, I'll be doing that next week. Looking forward to it. Should be a good time, and my meetings run short. Just saying. 17 sleeps till field day. Let me drop this for a second. I'll be back with tonight's trivia answer. All right, Katie8SLG returning. So this answer has actually been included in an answer on another trivia question earlier on. So if it sounds remotely familiar, it's because it is remotely familiar. The question was, in the context of ham radio, the acronym OSCAR is an abbreviation for which of the following? I'm not going to read them all again, but the correct answer was Bravo, orbiting satellite carrying amateur radio for OSCAR. However, I think I do deserve kudos for coming up with Delta. Always got to have a Cornwaldo Bean answer. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control. Thanks, Dustin.
W8WKY.
All right, thanks so much there, Nick. We really appreciate you doing it. This is KD8EPC with the BeaconNet. I'm at the bottom of the list. I have 46 check-ins. Anybody else want to jump in there and try to help me make it an even 50? This is KD8EPC. Let's look for a few more check-ins. Any other stations waiting to check in, please call now.
Yes, got a check-in for you. It's Kilo Romeo 4 Echo Lima Sierra. Kilo Romeo Echo Lima Sierra. His name is Stuart.
All right, we picked up KR4 ELS. Stuart, how you doing? Welcome to the BeaconNet.
Appreciate this. I'm going with Echolink. This is the first time I've checked in, I believe, with y'all. You're definitely coming in strong. I believe you're not sure where your repeater is. I'm actually in North Carolina, Hampstead, North Carolina. Back to you.
All right there, Stuart. Well, this net originates on the W8 WKY repeater out of Doylestown, Ohio, which is just a little bit south of Cleveland. And it's called the BeaconNet. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And like I said, we're on RF on the 147.39 W8 WKY repeater. We're also on Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink. You can find us at W8 WKY-R. Nick tells me you're coming in for the Moxfin right now, which is the very roundabout way to get in there. If you're coming in through Echolink, your best bet to get to us is Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee -R or N5 XQK-R. Either one, they're both connected for the BeaconNet. So there you go. I hope that answered your question there. Back to you.
Yes, I just been plugging around this thing. I just got it hooked up the other day, and I'm a new ham as of Tuesday. So this is all new play in the sandbox. If you follow you, I'm gonna say 73s because it's way past my bedtime, and I'm gonna go. And this is Kilo Romeo 4 Echo Lima Sierra 73 in out. Back to the controller.
All right there, Stuart, thanks again. We'll say 73 to you, and we'll catch you on down the log. All right, we're at the bottom of the list here. This is KDEDPC with the BeaconNet, and we're going to make one more call for check-ins. Any other check-ins for the BeaconNet, please call now. All right, nothing else heard? On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and the BeaconNet crew, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Border Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KDEDPC returning the repeater to normal amateur use this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.
Oh, God, other radio on. KDEDPC, this is KD8SLG. Fine business, Dustin. Good night, man.
KD8SLG, KD8EPC. That was another fun one. I was kind of hoping we could have hit 50, but we got close.
Yeah, I should have just filled in pre-show with random numbers. Nah, good deal, man. We had a couple of great nets today. There's always a hiccup or two, but I'd like to think, we smooth over them.
Comment?
Hello, Cibolo.
Thanks, Dustin. Sandy was just before it was mentioned, but how is Lucy and Josh doing with the new one? Has it arrived yet? Or what's the latest on that? Go ahead. Over.
I don't think there's a baby yet, right, Nick?
KD8SLG jumping in here. Hi, Nick. Good to hear you, man. No baby yet. I have June 28th, field day, on the baby pool. But, Lucy's doing good, but she's a little bit, well, you can't get a little bit pregnant. She's pregnant. So, there's that. And Josh is just a hero. I don't know how else to describe him. Anyway, I'm glad we gave them some time to themselves this month. I know they went on vacation last week and went camping or something. God bless Lucy. But no baby yet.
Okay. Sandy's up there saying maybe they're trying to work on that baby a little bit more, going camping and kind of jostle things around and make it happen. Sandy used to have to go out for walks to get the baby to fall, and sure enough, that would work. So a good walk. We did a little further than that. We left the hospital. They were upset at us for that, doing that crazy thing. But oh well, we did go back to the hospital. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys get to it because I'm sure you're tired. You've had quite an active radio day, so I'll let it go. Give Lucy and Josh our best from Cibolo on this side of the house and everything else. So take care, and I'll say 7-3. Good night, y'all. KF5AD, clear.
Good night, Cibolo. KG5SYC, KF5ADE. Nick and Sandy, you guys are awesome. Thanks for stopping by tonight. KD8SLG.
Good to hear you guys. 73 Cibolo. Catch y'all down the log. KD8 EPC. Good night there, Nick. Good times. Good attendance. Everybody wanted to chat tonight, so that was fun. I enjoyed it.
I think, historically, these summertime nets, when it's light until almost 10 o'clock, tend to drop off a bit. So, yeah, man, real good participation tonight. That's cool. And as always, we had fun on the Boredom Breaker net this afternoon. Always an almost endless supply of check-ins there. But, yeah, 47 is nothing to choke at, that's for sure. KD8SLG.
W8WKY.
Well, yeah, just like the old days there when we used to have these numbers regularly. So it was good to have it tonight, good to have some familiar faces, some new faces too, and that was cool to get the whole low and down on what moving is like for Nate there too. That was pretty fun. But all right, Nick, my teeth are floating. I got to run down the hall here, so I'm going to say 73 to you for now, and we'll catch up with you later. This is KD8EPC clearing with KD8SLG on your final.
Fine business, Dustin, as always. You have a great night, man, and go get your teeth back to baseline. KD8EPC, KD8SLG, I'm clear.
KD8SLG, KD8EPC, WB3K. Just want to say a comment complimenting both of you because, quite frankly, both of you are what makes this net very enjoyable for all of us, and I really appreciate that a lot. You guys are fantastic. WB3K, and I'm clear.
Phil, this is KD8SLG. Don't run away just yet. I'll tell you what, man. So, Dustin and I kind of through Sunday nights at KE8QKO and KE8VZA and Josh and Lucy. And, I check in there Sunday nights, and honestly, dude, I stick around because it's just fun. It's just fun. And, yeah, that's all. It's just, we have a good time, and that's a cool thing.
Yeah, I very much enjoy Lucy and Josh too. They're very much fun, and it makes it enjoyable for all. I like when I think it's Sandy that comes in, and even Jeannie sometimes when she comes in there and works with us on different days, and it's a lot of fun having them work the nets for us, and also Ray. I really like him a lot too. I haven't heard too much from Shannon. I hope he's doing well. I know he had some issues with health, and I really hope that the Lord is blessing him with better health. But other than that, I hope everyone just really has a fine joy in being there and fellowship together. That's what it's about. It makes it fun. Gives everyone an opportunity to participate if they choose to. So with that, Nick, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. I'm going to get myself ready to hit the sack and get some good rest. You do the same if you can, and I hope that you're feeling a lot better too in your convalescence. I know that has to be pretty tough. You were talking about it maybe taking about a year to get in a whole lot better shape to run your e-bike. But I hope that happens soon, that you don't have any further incidences of any kind to get hurt. You don't want to re-injure that ankle. CD8SLG with Ski Victor 3 Kilo. Back to you.
Well, Phil, before you go to sleep, I saw the surgeon Monday, which was the first time since April sometime. Completely skipped over May. It's going to take until 2026 before I know how much full function I get back. And he reminded me that this is a pretty brutal injury. The trimolionar, all three bones I clipped off. Anyway, X-ray showed all the bones have healed, which is great. Everything's healed, but I'm still not being able to move it as much as I would like to. Got a cortisone shot on Monday, which seems to have loosened some stuff up, but also there's always the side effects of the cortisone. Anyway, I'm scheduled next week for an EMG. They're going to do a little nerve study on the nerve blocking that they threw in there for the surgery because I don't have a whole lot of feeling down there right now.
Yeah, the trauma from the surgery itself can interrupt some of the transconduction for the nerves, and that I noticed that too in my hand after my accident when they did some surgery on my hand to help put it all back together after the accident. So that's something I'm living with, and I know that for some nerve conduction interruptions by trauma sometimes don't always reconnect. And when they do, it takes a heck of a long time, but they say a lot of times, even with back injuries, it can work. I just hope that this works for you, and that you'll be able to recover a little more functionally and be able to have the feeling that you need in order to know when you're hitting the pavement or when you're pedaling. So I just hope that works out a whole bunch better for you as you rest. You're going to certainly have to need to say no when it comes to doing any laborious type of work, helping up with antennas and all this other stuff, Nick. I mean, I know you're really a go-getter when it comes to helping out, as also Dustin and a few other guys. But if you have certain issues that are going to be problematic at some point that could cause further influence of injury, then not worth it. But you know how to judge that. I don't. I have to watch myself too with my heart. So all considered, it's something that we all need to pay attention to, is listen to our bodies and know what we can and what we cannot do. So anyway, I really hope you feel a whole bunch better from that, because that was, as you say, brutal. It might have even been commuted, the bones, rather than being just simple fractures or full breaks. I'm not sure just what the x-rays told you. I'm sure the doctor went over in detail, but if it was commuted, yeah, that can damage a lot of the structure of the bones, particularly in a smaller area. KD8SLG, WB3K, back to you.
Well, Phil, I got two plates holding them together with 16 screws, and they're never coming out. So there's that. I'm not going to get on my bike. Yeah, I'm not doing it this year. That's just the bottom line. I have these visions of me having to stop short and putting my foot down and everything just folding in on itself. The surgeon assured me that would not happen because of everything holding it together and because the bones have healed, but that did not assuage my fears. I've been in traffic around here before, and I'm not going to do it. So there. But that's all right. I'll find something else to do for exercise. Like, I've been mowing the lawn down the farm, So that's been actually quite therapeutic. And who knows, maybe if I can get the bike out there on some of the bike trails, I'll consider pedaling instead of driving at this point. And driving at this point is just scary because, well, I'm pushing this 10-pound ham at the bottom of my leg around, wondering where it is.
Yeah, you're the only one that's able to gauge whether you can feel something or not down in that area. And if you don't feel anything, that's hard to know how to negotiate putting pressure on it. So you do need to pay particular attention to that, as I also have to do with my right hand and wrist. If that was wide open on me, and I didn't even feel it after the crash. Probably the shock condition I was in kind of helped protected me from feeling that, but I was not in good shape. Anyway, I'm still dealing with that, and I will for some time. But as in your case, like, gee whiz, you're a lot younger than me, and you should be able to get out there and do what you need to do and what you want to do. But if you're having that kind of lack of sensitivity in the areas that you need to be able to feel pressure, I agree with you. You've got to protect that area, and only you know how to manage that. And I hope that you do get better. But I'm with you, buddy, on that. I mean, I understand the uncertainty of taking good work the surgeon does and then find out that what you did again in terms of putting too much pressure in that area can potentially cause much more harm. So please be careful. As I've always told you, be good to you. And I certainly want to know that you're doing well. So with that, my friend, I'm going to go ahead and cut loose here so I can get myself into the bed and try to get some rest. But thank you for coming back to me, and it was nice talking with you. You be good to yourself, buddy, and take care, and God bless. Really appreciate you and Dustin taking care of this, and Josh and Lucy, they are really, really good, and I enjoy them. They're so much fun. So with that, have a good night, Nick. KDSLG, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. I'll be clearing your final, Nick, and God bless and get some good rest.
WV3K, KDSLG. Thanks, Phil. You get some good rest too, man. We'll talk to you later on. WV3K, KDSLG, I'm clear.
Alpha Lima 8 Tango. Can I get a radio check?
LAT, KDSLG. You sound good, Nate.
Hey, Nick. Thanks for that. I just switched over my SharkRF M1KE. It looks like a firmware update just came out for Allstar Link, and instead of using like the web transceive, it allows the SharkRF to act as its own Allstar node, a little bit of a more stable connection, and you can get into nodes that don't usually let the web transceive modes connect. So I was just swapping it over. A little bit of fiddling, but hopefully I sound just like I did earlier.
Yeah, fine business, Nate. You sound great. No worries. It's working fine for you. And yeah, the Allstar nodes are becoming almost ubiquitous, but not so much with the web transceive. A lot of times now, those things are locked down, and you need permission from whatever repeater you're getting into.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was kind of going through. You know, I got the SharkRF anticipating the move, not having my stuff, and still wanted to connect in. And I noticed that not too many, but there were a couple. I think like Southeast Link, you know, some of the bigger ones, yeah, they lock you out. But luckily, those bigger ones have they have different nodes, and there's other ways to get in. But yeah, with this new update, now the SharkRF acts just like a regular Allstar node, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna start messing around, switching all my different profiles over so that I can just get into everything like I normally would. But yeah, just figured I'd give a call and make sure it was all working. But yeah, awesome. And yeah, thanks for the net tonight. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's working great for you, man. And yeah, Allstar is really, really stable anymore. And thank you for checking in, man. It's always good to hear from you. We love hearing from you, dude. And you'll have to continue checking in from Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, will do. Yeah, it's been. I think I got news, I guess, in February. You know, late February. I didn't get orders till about a month later. But yeah, I feel like my entire life has been move. You know, it's like you deal with one problem, and then you get a chance to sit down and think about it all, and you're just like, whoa, this is a crazy journey. But yeah, we'll hopefully get settled down in PR in the next few days, and you know, kind of get stabilized and back on the Eastern time zones, which is super nice. So hopefully get on the barometer net in the morning now, because I actually can. It's not like 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. Back in Alaska, so that'll be super cool. Join you guys on that, and yeah, looking forward to hanging out some more. I feel like you know, life just gets in the way, right?
Life has a way of doing that, does it not? Oh man, we love to hear from you on the barometer net. You can give us a weather report from Puerto Rico every morning. That would be fabulous.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I feel like there's a net that I used to check into in California, which was just 1 hour time zone. But I would always give them the weather reports from Alaska, because they would get the low pressure zones coming off of Russia would hit us, and then like clockwork, 2 days later, they'd be like, oh, here's a storm. I'm like, yeah, I told you. And I feel like now I'm on the other side where all the hurricane reports that we're getting, it'll be a few days, and then they'll be hitting the East Coast and coming up and giving you all a bad weather day as they hopefully don't go too far across towards the Midwest, but they do wreak some havoc on the East Coast and a little further.
Weather, it's like that. It keeps spinning around and around and landing where it does. Well, cool, man. Cool. Looking forward to hearing from you from Puerto Rico. Got to ask you, how's the family feel about moving around?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I think, you know, like when me and my wife first met, I think we both were like Puerto Rico, not on the list. Like it was one of those places. As as you talk and you kind of establish, she goes on like the no-go list, right? There's things that go on the no-go list that you're just like, yep, that's not it. And somehow last year, I got convinced by the dude whose job I'm taking down there that it's a good spot. Dug into it a bit, and I think me and one other guy were the only ones who put in for it. So yeah, it's a pre-command job. So I'm like second from the top at the air station. So it's a super cool job. Get to hang out with the guys and do the engineering thing and keep flying. And that was the biggest thing for me, keep flying. I think along the way, as we found out more about the air station and the spot, we were like, yeah, I think this will do it. And then coming from Kodiak, we're already used to like the island life in terms of like things are hard to get. Amazon doesn't, like, I'm super stoked for Amazon coming in 5 days instead of like 2 to 3 weeks. So it's just crazy how, things change and how, we were so used to it getting over Kodiak and the weather and all that. So I think it was a good choice to take that job now in my career, because I think coming from lower 48 where you have all the amenities, I think it would have been a harder sell. But we're ready to be over with the trip. We are definitely ready to be done with this trip. Do I have 2 kids and a dog? It's been a wild ride.
W8WKY.
Oh man, I'm sure it has. It's funny how things like that work out sometimes. I know one of my first job out of college, I requested they wanted 3 places that you wanted to go on the request and 1 place that you didn't want to go. And I put as my 1 place I did not want to go was New Jersey. And can you guess where my first assignment was? That's right, you guessed it, New Jersey. So I'm glad it's cool that the family's on board, and I guess that's presented as a way of life. And man, if I were moving from an island that took 2 or 3 weeks for Amazon to deliver to an island where it takes 5 days, I'd feel a lot better. If I can't get my Amazon delivery tomorrow, I get twitchy.
Comment, KF580.
Alpha Lima Tango Friday. Go ahead with the comment.
This is Nick, KF580 down here in Cibolo. Real quick question. You said you're working from an air station. Are you Air Force or Coast Guard or perhaps even Navy? Back to you.
Yeah, Alpha Lima Tango return. Yeah, I'm a Coast Guard helicopter pilot. I'm going to be assigned to Air Station Borinquen in PR, and I'm coming from Air Station Kodiak in Alaska.
Outstanding. Yeah, my brother was stationed up at Kodiak, U.S. Coast Guard, and I think he was on the Ironwood at the time, but I'm not sure. Which, oddly enough, my father served on the Ironwood when it was in the Coast Guard's inventory. It's no longer there now. But that is outstanding. Thank you for what you guys do in the CG side of it, because a lot of people know it on the coast, but nobody just don't think about it inland folks. So, all right, let me let you get back to Nick. Just kind of curious. Thanks for the answer. KF580, back to you.
Yeah, KM580, Alpha Lima Tango. Yeah, first name is Nate. Yeah, thanks. Really appreciate it. That's good stuff. I like the Coasties are a small group. I think our best friends are the Marine Corps. But yeah, it's super cool meeting other Coasties and other Coastie families and people who kind of know the dealer, especially up in Alaska. So that's awesome. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll kick it back to you or to Nick for, I guess, a round robin at this point.
Nick, did you clear?
Yes, Nick, I did clear. KF580.
Thanks, Nick. It was great hearing from you and Sandy tonight. I'm glad you guys threw me a text there. I'll get you in on a text. You and Sandy take care of yourselves. I'm going to clear with KF5ADE and KG5SYC, and I'm going to pick it back up with AL8T, Nate. Yeah, it's pretty cool, Nate. It's way cool, dude. Helicopter pilot. And crew. That's awesome, man. And, yeah, we do appreciate it.
Yeah, no, as always, I appreciate you guys and the support. It's super awesome. It's super awesome to tell the story and kind of give the credibility to really the guys in the back, rescue swimmer, flight mech, the guys who get dirty and are crazy enough to jump out of the thing. You know, I'm just driving the bus. Sometimes the bus is going down a nice paved road, another time we're going through a hurricane. I was thinking about it just the other day, and I was looking at Kodiak, and I'm coming from the Ring of Fire and going to the Bermuda Triangle. So it's gonna be wild. I love it, and it'll be nice to go finally to a smaller air station, 3 helicopters, small tight knit crew, and really get to hang out with the team and do it on a little bit more of like a small air station kind of vibe. It's a little bit different of a vibe, so I'm excited to experience that, and a little bit nervous too. I'm an engineer, so I'm an aeronautical engineer, and starting to climb the totem pole, and you get to be in charge of more people, which is cool, but it's also a little nerve-wracking to not have as many safety nets as it were. It's been nice to kind of have a boss and someone you trust to rely on, and kind of the safety net's going away. So a little bit nervous about that, but hey, we all got to learn sometimes. We all got to grow up, and I like to tell people I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I'll keep doing what I think is fun, and I'll stay in the Coast Guard for as long as they'll have me. You know what I mean? But I'll kick it back to you. Alpha Lima Tango.
KD8SLG returning. Well, you know what? People tell me, act your age, and I tell them I don't ever been this age before. I don't know how to act. But you got your act together, Nate, and you know what? A tight-knit crew is really great for running them together, and when you have more people later on, just keep that tight-knit crew close to you, because they're going to be your minions, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. And like the biggest thing about the Coast Guard, and I tell people, especially the young guys, you don't really want to pick battles. You want to make friends, because if you kind of buck heads with someone, yeah, that's fine, and 2, 3, 4 years later, you guys will be somewhere else. But it's not. We're not as big as the DoD counterparts. So 9 times out of 10, if you and whoever else you were bucking heads with stay in long enough, you're gonna serve again together. It's probably inevitable. Just like you can't pick your family, you can't pick your coworkers sometimes. And yeah, if you don't play nice, obviously time and place for everything. You gotta stand your ground too, right? But yeah, it's crazy going back to places that I didn't think I was going and seeing, oh, XYZ is there, and luckily, try and play. In aviation, we're all pretty tight, so you don't really have that many problems. But yeah, you don't want to have a long-standing grudge and then find out a few years later, I guess we're stationed together again, and figure that one out quick. But yeah, definitely what goes around comes around, I guess I would say.
Well, you don't have to iron out the wrinkles later if you don't make the wrinkles in the first place. How's that sound?
Yeah, I think that's one out of my mom's playbook. It's odd as you grow up, the stuff that I thought my parents were, a little bit just trying to make my life difficult. But then you realize as you have life, right? As life starts to come and play its games, you're like, yeah, I guess the old man might have been right. But then you don't tell him that. You don't tell him that. You just take the lesson and you move on. But yeah, it's definitely one of those. You kind of get what you give, and no, it'll be cool. I'm stoked for a small team. Came from two giant air stations, the biggest air station in Clearwater, and now soon to be the biggest air station in Kodiak, which is going under a lot of stress and anxiety. So it'll be nice. You know, the problems never go away, but it'll be nice to deal with different problems, I think, at this point. But yeah, what else? But yeah, so tomorrow we'll be heading not bright and early, but late, I guess tomorrow night would be early Friday. We're gonna be heading to JFK, hopping on a plane, and hopefully drinking Mai Tais Friday night in Puerto Rico. Hi. No, I'll probably be doing a lot of getting the house squared away, but I like to dream. I like to dream.
W8WKY.
Well, who knows, man? You may have a little time at the end of the day for a Mai Tai. But yeah, moving's never fun, but then again, it is kind of fun to set up in a new place, especially if you got compadres with you there, like a wife and kids and a dog. So I hope the move goes well for you, man, and I wish you all the best.
Thanks as always, Nick. I appreciate it. Super fun to hang out with you guys, and super stoked to be able to settle in and be on the same time zone to hang out more often. So I gotta get running here. I just took a look at the old chronometer, and a little jet lag, but probably wise of me to get some sleep because it's gonna be an all-nighter tomorrow night. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it to you for one more. Thanks for having me as always. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate it. And with that, I'll kick it back to you before I bounce. Alpha Lima Tango, back to you.
AL8T. Oh man, somehow or another that's a tongue twister. Man, you have a great night, and we'll be looking forward to hearing from you on the regular. I hope your schedule lines up with that. And good luck with the move and everything, and all my best to the family and the fur baby. You have a good one, Nate. It's good talking to you. ATKD8SLG. Have a great night there, Nate. We'll talk to you later on. KD8SLG, clear?
Yep, same to you. Have a great night, and hopefully next time we chat, I'll be settled in. 73, and have a good one. AL8T is clear.
Kilo Echo 2 Fox Yankee New York, calling for Q2. Kilo Echo 2 Fox Yankee New York, standby.